ladies, welcome back. I'm here today to talk to you about a deal I got about 2 weeks ago, and it all started actually about 3 weeks ago. It was a weekend. I know it was a weekend. It was Saturday, and I go into this pawn shop that I go to every now and again, and I'm looking around, don't really see much. I look through their DVDs, I don't really see anything. Look through their games, a few little things, nothing major, not really anything I felt like I needed to buy that day. So I walk around, getting ready to leave, glance behind the counter, and they got a shelf back there where they keep some of their other their systems and stuff. And there's a couple 360 Elites, one of the Halo 3 green ones and stuff. Stuff that they bought in, people probably thought was gonna, red ring. They'd play the hell out of it or whatever, so they sold it off. Regular Xbox, PS Slim, and 2 Slim, and PS1. Not the PS1, the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, not the PS1. And, in the middle of all this, there's something that catches my eye, and I look, and I'm thinking, damn, I wonder how much that is. So I go to the counter, and I'm talking to the guy, and I'm like, how much is that up there? And he's like, oh, that's going to be $30. And I go, I'm going to get it, and he gets it down, and this is what it was. It was a Genesis Model 3 in box, folks, in box. And it has that controller with it, and the system, the plug-in, and the hookups. Everything looks really good. It's in really great shape. Also, I hooked it up. It does work. And he sold it to me for $29.95 plus tax. And I don't know if it's really a bargain or not. I consider it a bargain for the box, the original box, and it's an awesome little system, although I do have a Model 1 and a Model 2. I was just like, well, I want it, but as I'm standing there, the guy's like, damn, I was hoping that wasn't going to get sold, and I was like, why you say that? And he goes, well, we, as employees, we can't buy anything that's been here, unless it's been here a week. And I was like, oh, really? Sucks for you, good for me, And he told me, we were just BSing about it. And he goes, yeah, I remember having Sega when I was a kid. And I go, yeah, and an Atari, when I was one of my first systems. And he goes, oh, we just bought an Atari in. And I'm like, great, not really that concerned with it. I mean, like I said, I had one when I was a kid. I really don't have a lot of nostalgia for the Atari, not the way I do for the NES. I did own one, and I had a bunch of stuff for it, but, I sold it all off at a garage sale for like $20 to get half the money to buy like Karate Kid or something, It was ridiculous, but, but I figured, what the hell, He told me there's a bunch of stuff with it. So I decided to come back in the middle of the week. And so in the middle of that week, I came back and looked around. Sure enough, it's up on the shelf behind the counter, Atari 2600. They got a sticker on it. And I noticed the sticker says, comes with 65 games. And I'm like, good Lord, 65 games is quite a few games. And I go up to the counter and I'm asking the girl, how much is this Atari? And they go, well, we're asking $89.95, $90 for it. And I go, really? I'm thinking, that's a little bit steep, I don't know. But, 2600, it looked like a Woody, so I was like, wasn't really staring at the machine, but I was like, I don't know. She goes, well, it comes with like 6 controllers and some paddles and a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh really, and I thought about it, and I didn't have the money on me, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go. So I left, and when I left, the whole night I was thinking about it, and I kind of rethinking about the Atari in my head, because when I looked at it, it had a kind of a silver front on it, and most Ataris that I'd ever seen never had a silver front, and I was just like, well, maybe I just figured at the time that it was like really old and worn, and that it had worn off the paint, and maybe it was down to silver or whatever. Didn't really think much about it, and I went back. I was gonna go back the next day, and when I went back, I looked at it, and I noticed that it was not an Atari. It was a Telegames, and I was like, well, what's a Telegames? I didn't really know, but I went up to the counter, and I'm like, I'm here for the Atari, and they're like, well, we were wondering when you'd get here, because I go in there quite often, and they just assumed I would buy it, I guess. So they start bringing out all this stuff, and they're all shrink wrapped together. It's like 3 or 4 big bundles of games, and all these controllers ever thrown in this box, and they give me the thing, and I bring it home, and I'm like, Telegames? What in the heck is, and I'm like, I'm looking through, and I'm going to hook it up, and I can't find the switch box. It's missing, and I call back to the pawn shop, and they're like, well, we can't find it, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, shoot, how am I going to hook this up to the TV? So, I went on the internet, and I found a little thing that you can connect it directly to your cable-ready TV, just as easy as, sticking it in and, screwing it right on the TV. And I was like, great. They went like $6.50 for it, plus shipping. I was like, $10 for this thing. It was like an eighth of the cost of all the stuff that I bought. Well, ended up, when I got home and I actually looked at it, they didn't even charge me $90. They only ended up charging me, I forget, here's the receipt here. They charged me $80.59 total, and then $6 tax. Yeah, I mean, it's almost, I don't know if you can get it and see this or not. And they charged me $49.99 for the console and 45 cents a game for 68 games, and it ended up being 86 something. But so anyway, I was like, Telegames. So I went to work the next day, and I'm looking on the internet, and turns out that this thing is a Telegames Sears Heavy Sixer. And I was like, damn, because I bought it, and I didn't know what it was, I didn't know it was a Heavy Sixer when I went to buy it. But, it definitely is, and I'm going to show you all the stuff over here. So anyway, folks, here's the system. We got the Telegames Heavy Sixer, 7 controllers back there, 4 sets of paddles, 2 power supplies, driving controller, coax hookups, and all of these games. Too many to name, really. Too many to name. Some favorites of mine in there. These over here I bought since I got it. Along with the box Space Invaders back there. There were 3 of them that didn't have labels. One of them's Empire Strikes Back, one of them's Carnival. The other one I have no freaking idea what it is. But anyway, that is it. And it blew my mind that there was that much stuff. And anyway, this is it for me. This is another video. Thought I'd just let you check all that out, and maybe, hopefully, you'll come back again and listen to more rambling. And if not, hey, I understand. I wouldn't want to listen to this crap either. But anyway, I think I'm going to do an NES next. I got a couple games I've really got in mind to maybe talk about. And, anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.